evening, and welcome to the Cherry Hill West Weekly Report. I'm Allison Gratch.
And I'm Susan Desno, and here's the news. On Monday night and Tuesday, DECA held its annual fashion show.
Here's Dawn, ready for the boardwalk in her black and white blouson mini dress. The dress has a drop waist with a drawstring, which allows her to adjust the length of her skirt. She accented her outfit with black earrings. EBI for Brazzies of New York is the name found in the label.
Reporter Allison Gratch spoke with Mr. Reitman of DECA.
What exactly is the organization DECA?
Well, DECA is actually a part of our program. We have a program in marketing and distribution, and the only way a student to become a member of DECA is by being a member of our class. And DECA is an international student organization, and it has several purposes. One of which is to give the students an opportunity to develop leadership, to become president of our club. They can be president of our state organization. They can be president of our international organization. And as part of our organization, they have competitive activities where they actually demonstrate their skills in salesmanship and advertising and selling, where they go to conventions and they compete against each other. They do that at a regional level, a state level, and an international level. We've been lucky here at Cherry Hill. We have students who've won at the South Jersey region, they've won at New Jersey State region, and we've had winners at national competition. And the last time we had a national winner, I believe it was about 3 years ago, and we were down in Miami Beach where they had approximately 5,000 students in DECA from all over the United States.
That's nice. How do you get involved with DECA? Do you just go down on your schedule and sign up for it? Or do
Well, you don't sign up for DECA, you sign up for marketing and distributive education. And once you're in that, you then have the option to become a member in DECA. So you cannot be part of DECA unless you're in what we call a DE class.
Is that like a shortened day?
Yes, normally they take their requirements for graduation, and they're choosed at, let's say, 12 or 9 or 1 o'clock, because part of the requirement is that they have to work in a retail store, such as the Limited or Jean Nicole or Bamberger's, or even a restaurant such as Bonanza's or Rustler's or something like that. And they get credit for their work experience towards graduation. So they can earn credit from both places, school and work.
What's the fashion show for that you hold? What's the purpose of it?
Well, we have to develop leadership as part of our program.
Okay.
And I find the best way to develop leadership is to let them do something on their own. And the fashion show is something that most people are interested in. And so every year we pick 2 or 3 students who are going to do the fashion show. And they visit the stores, they have tryouts for modeling, and they put the theme together, they develop a theme, and it teaches them how to work with people. Sometimes it works out well, sometimes not too well, but it generally works out very, very well. They learn that not everybody wants to do what they want to do,
Right.
but it gives them a chance to develop leadership.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations to Chado Petrino, who for the second year in a row took Best of Show in the South Jersey Craftsman Fair. Chado's prize-winning entry was a dining room set consisting of a table and 6 chairs. Mr. Phil Bender's students captured an astonishing 16 first-place awards at the fair. Congratulations to all these fine craftsmen.
Congratulations also go to Shilpi Nyogi, Allison Sarno, and Andy Weinberg. Their poems were selected to represent the Camden County Teen Arts Festival at the State Festival held at Douglas College campus in June.
On Tuesday, May 24th, all classes will attend meetings for government elections. Reporter Sue Desenhall spoke with Vice President Stephen and Jane about the upcoming elections.
If one wanders in West Cafeteria, he might be overwhelmed by all the campaign posters. With us today, we have Stephen Jane, our Vice President, to discuss some of the procedures that each candidate must follow.
Okay, well, the first thing you have to do is get a petition and get it signed by a certain amount of students, depending on what type of office you're running for. And that's about all you have to do. And then it's just the rest is publicity. You have a week of publicity. It's just putting up banners and posters, you said, in the cafeteria. And then on May 24th, you have your speeches where you speak to each class individually, all the governors, potential governors and people running, and the people running for president, vice president of the school. And then on the 25th and 26th of May will be elections, and then the results should come out about a week afterwards, so we should announce it.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully it'll
sure.
run very smoothly.
I hope so.
On Wednesday, May 25th and Thursday, May 26th, West will hold its 13th annual Pavlis Arts Festival. Wednesday will be the art exhibit and craft demonstration in A6 and A-Wing Courtyard. The students will attend with their English classes. Then on Thursday, there will be performances in the auditorium.
On Thursday, May 12th, 83 West students left for Montreal. These students competed in several competitions with other bands from the Eastern Seaboard. With us today are Dawn Walters, Chuck Muggleworth, and Chris Kissling, who participated in the program. Chuck, what was the main focus of this festival?
Well, the Festivals of Music is a program that stretches along the entire Eastern Seaboard from Miami Beach, Florida up to Montreal, Canada. Involves several types of competitions involving very large numbers of high school students in types of musical and theatrical competitions. The main thrust of it is to allow the students to express their musical abilities and show the world just exactly what they can do.
Thank you. Chris, could you tell us about some of the awards that we won?
Yeah, well, we went and we competed in the Montreal University, and there were 34 other bands competing against us, and we won a total of 8 trophies. Chuck Mugglesworth, our drum major, took first place, and Dawn Walters, our feature twirler, took third place, and our wind ensemble took second place. Our jazz ensemble took 7th place. The Pom Pom Squad took 6th place, and the Silk Squad took 3rd place. Field competition took 3rd place, and our parade took 6th place.
That's terrific.
Yeah, we're kind of proud.
That's terrific. And Dawn, will West continue the competition?
West Music Department would like to continue its competition spirit, and next year they already has suggestions of what trips they would like to go on. At the end of this month, at the end of May, Mr. Williams, who's in charge of our marching band, will be having front tryouts, so anyone from any of the lower schools who are coming into West or anybody that is already attending West who would like to try out for the band front is welcome to come out and try for next year and have a good time with us.
Terrific. Thank you very much for being with us.
On Monday, June 6th and Monday, June 13th, student physicals for fall sports will be given. Permission forms can be obtained from the coaches.
Thank you for watching the West Weekly Report. Please join us again next week at this time. Thank you.
Good night.
Good evening and welcome to this Wednesday, May 18th edition of East Update. I'm Trish Olson along with Stacy Shapiro. Excitement was everywhere yesterday as class elections were held. Candidates from all classes have been busily campaigning for the past 2 weeks for the big day. There were many close races in all the grades, but the results were as follows. For the present freshman class, Warren Mulliken was re-elected president, Jenny Mitchell was elected vice president, Sue Cornell was elected secretary, and there will be a runoff election for treasurer between Lou Herneal and Alicia Jacobson. For the sophomore class, Jordan Goldberg held on to his presidency as Dave Sheeroff won vice president. Lisa Marsh and Michelle Gallman will be in a runoff election to decide the office of secretary, and Gary Vinkoff is the newly elected treasurer. For the class of '84, Amy Grossman was re-elected president, Kim Shelfer won for vice president, Lori Pellegrino for secretary, and Darlene Perham for treasurer. All runoff elections will be held this Monday, May 22nd. Congratulations to all of these students and to those who participated in the elections.
A South Jersey student craftsman competition was held recently in the Deptford Mall. In the category of architectural drafting, there were 6 first places, 12 second places, and 5 third places from East. In woodshop, there were 2 second places from East and 3 third places. Finally, in the mechanical drawing category, there was 1 first place, 3 second places, and 6 third places. Congratulations to all those involved. We will bring you some of the award-winning works next week from Mr. Joe Morgan's, Mr. John O'Neill's, and Mr. Bob Foster's classes. The senior prom will be held tomorrow night, May 19th. The theme for the prom is We've Got Tonight. It will be held at the Holloran Plaza starting at 8 p.m. The dinner will be buffet style, and musical entertainment will be provided by Silver Sound of Philadelphia. We hope that everyone has an enjoyable evening.
Yesterday, 2 of East's one-act plays, Stages, and An Actor's Nightmare toured the 2 Bucks County Playhouse in New Hope for a tri-state competition. Both performed wonderfully, and a number of awards were won. Lisa Geis won Best Director for Stages. Richard Paul and Maya Desai won commendations for acting. Kirk Gilman won Best Supporting Actor for Stages, and Cheryl Yampel won Best Supporting Actress for An Actor's Nightmare. Congratulations to teachers Robert D. Nation and Thomas Weaver, and to all of the students for another successful year at Bucks. After defeating Eastern a few weeks ago, East's Knowledge Bowl team moved on to the semifinal round. This Thursday, May 19th, the team will face crosstown rival West. My co-anchor, Stacy Shapiro, had the opportunity to talk to the team members earlier this week.
Deep South.
Spirit of St. Louis.
The name of Lindbergh's plan.
The Manhattan Project.
The Atomic Bomb Project.
The day allows nutrients.
Capillary.
Capillary.
There's a nutrient.
That was mine.
I'm here with the Knowledge Bowl team members, Raul Yanis, Ken Kaplan, Tim Ash, Bama Athreya, and Amy Yermish. The team captain, Barry Goldman, is not here today. Raul, we know that you're playing Cherry Hill West this Thursday. How do you feel about playing this team?
Well, from what we've seen, I think they'll be our toughest opponent so far.
Ken, do you have any difficulties in playing a team that's our crosstown rival?
Well, I think there's a little bit of hesitancy toward facing a sister school. But we'd actually rather face them in the finals, but I don't think there are going to be any bad feelings resulting from the competition.
Tomorrow evening, there will be a bus leaving from Cherry Hill East at 6 p.m. to go to the Knowledge Bowl competition. Come out and support your Knowledge Bowl team. This has been Stacy Shapiro, along with the Knowledge Bowl team for East Update. East has one of the largest performing arts departments in the area. Our dancers have dazzled many audiences with their grace and expression. On Wednesday, May 25th, and Thursday, May 26th, Orchesis and Advanced Dance class will present an evening of dance in the auditorium at 8 p.m. The performers are students of Mrs. Barbara Hall and Mrs. Carol Swift. Orchesis celebrates its 6th year and highlights seniors Jay Picala, Stacy Rothenstein, and Kathy Toole. Advanced Dance participates for the 3rd year in this evening of dance. Come out and see such numbers as Broadway-winning Cats, Ancient Voices of Children, a dedication to the innocent victims of war, and Bound Fire and Players in the Game of Zen, explorations of movement qualities. That's 8 p.m. next Wednesday and Thursday on the auditorium, a rare evening of dance.
In sports, the following girls placed in the Camden County Track Championships held last Thursday. Lori Watson placed 2nd in the 3,200-meter run. Janet Davis got 4th in the high jump, and earning 5th place honors in the high jump was Tina Paul. On Saturday, the Camden County Track Championships continued. The following girls placed. Drina Smith received 2nd in the shot put. Ann Norton won 4th place in the discus. Patty Brown earned 6th place in the javelin, as the team of Jill Goldhand, Lisa Sidner, Robin Hersberger, and Sarah Goldberg won 4th in the mile relay. On Saturday, the girls will participate in the South Jersey Conference at Pennsauken. In more running news, there will be a race around Cooper River, 3.8 miles, on Saturday, May 21st. It's Shamahala's annual May race, and teachers, administrators, and students are all welcome to run. Some fantastic prizes will be awarded. Registration forms are available in B145.
The East freshman softball team pounded Haddonfield by a score of 39-9. East collected an amazing 27 hits compared to Haddonfield's 2. Congratulations to all team members. The freshman softball team continued their winning ways by defeating Eastern earlier this week by a score of 22-10 on an explosion of walks and some very timely base hits. The East freshman softball team, known as the Raving Red Wreckerettes, defeated Haddon Heights yesterday 14-9 for their 11th win against only 2 losses. Today, the softball team will meet Lenape. Girls who are interested in playing soccer in the fall should plan to meet on June 1st in C116 with Mr. Troutman. The boys varsity and JV baseball teams played Gloucester Catholic at 3:30 at home today. The boys freshman baseball teams played Lenape away today, also at 3:30. Friday, the freshman boys meet Haddon Heights at home, and the varsity and JV travel to Washington Township at 3:30. Saturday, the boys battle Highland at home at 10 a.m.
The boys tennis team played Cumberland away today at 3:30. We will bring you the results of this match next week. Friday, the team plays Moorestown home at 3:30. The girls lacrosse team played Collingswood today. The varsity and JV played at home at 3:30, and the freshmen played away at 3:30 as well. Friday, the freshman girls faced Cherry Hill West away. A number of fall physicals will be given soon in the nurse's office at 2:30 p.m. On June 2nd is the football physical. June 3rd is the girls gymnastics and girls tennis physicals. June 7th is the girls hockey and girls soccer physicals. Boys soccer physicals will be on June 9th, and finally on the 10th, boys gymnastics and cross-country physicals will be held.
Remember that Channel U34 brings you the best in spring sports. Next Wednesday night, following the news, Channel U34 will air the East-West girls softball game. As you may know, the East-West baseball game was scheduled to be aired tonight, but it was rained out. When the game is rescheduled, we'll be sure to bring it to you here on Channel U34. Stay tuned for the West Spring Band concert immediately following the news tonight. For this Wednesday, May 18th edition of East Update, I'm Stacy Shapiro along with Trish Olson. Have a good evening.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Brainerd News. To start off tonight's show, here is Amy Peterson with our spring sports results.
In the sports scene here at Brainerd, all of our teams have been doing well. On Tuesday, May 10th, our track team hosted Haddon Heights in an easy meet won by Brainerd. The track team then traveled to Moorestown on Thursday, May 12th, and defeated a tough Moorestown team. Our boys baseball teams have done well this week also. In a 7th grade game on Thursday, Brainerd defeated Beck by a score of 17-1. The 8th grade team played a tough Beck team and lost by a score of 9-8. Our girls softball team has also done well this week. On Friday the 13th, our 8th grade team beat Beck by a score of 11-4. Our 7th grade girls lost by a score of 15-11. And that's our sports results for this week. This has been Amy Peterson.
And now with another special interview, here is Amy Miller.
Tonight I'm going to interview a member of our Related Arts Department, Mrs. Priest, who has some very interesting projects to share with us. Mrs. Priest, as one walks around Brainerd, we see a great deal of interesting pieces of art. You are one of the 2 art teachers here at Brainerd. Could you tell us specifically what your responsibility is in the area of art?
Yes, I teach students how to make clay projects from a ball of clay. One of our award-winning students right behind me is Kim Tambashia. And this is the boot that she made that won the Teen Arts Festival and will now go on to the state.
What are the differences between these forms of art?
Depends on the method that they used to build them. Kim used the slab method to build that. Kim is also using the slab method to construct her next project. One of the other methods is pinch. Bobby used the pinch method to make his elephant. And one of the other most interesting methods is the pottery wheel. That's right over there.
Thank you, Mrs. Priest, for spending time with us here on Brainerd News. This only verifies the great amount of effort put forth by Mrs. Priest to develop the artistic talent of our students here at Brainerd. This has been Amy Miller for Brainerd News.
For the entire Brainerd News staff, this is Michael Arichin saying good night and see you next week.
Good evening and welcome to What's News at Heritage. My name is Sherry Weaver and the group you just heard is the Heritage Rock Band under the direction of Mr. Kostic. Mr. Kostic, could you tell us a little about the rock band?
As you can see, I find the rock group to be a very enjoyable ensemble, composed of both 7th and 8th grade students. I've had a rock band, a contemporary music type band, for around 7 years. It started out of a need that the students expressed to me for a vehicle for their interest in popular music. And I've been doing it over the years on a voluntary basis. Students audition, and I try to select what I think will make up an interesting group. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the members in this year's rock band. Ron Schindlinger on bass, Troy Fleming on drums. On background vocals, we have Krista DiGialorenzo, Gretchen Martis, Dan Pepper on keyboards, Greg Miller on guitar, and our lead vocalist, Liz Ashley.
Mr. Kostic, how about another song?
Okay, we're going to do it for our next selection, a song from the rock group Aerosmith entitled Dream On. By the way, for the viewers, the first selection was Led Zeppelin, Moby Dick.
Mr. Kostic, when and where will the group next perform?
Well, we have a few commitments scheduled so far. We have a orientation the 24th of May. We have our normal spring concert. We have an in-school concert that we'll be doing. And we try to get involved in as many activities as we can. In fact, we were almost involved in the play day. But unfortunately, we submitted the group a little late and they weren't able to accept us.
We're about out of time now. So for Sherry Weaver and the Heritage Rock Band, thanks for watching What's News at Heritage.